I'm out here by the Holy Trinity Presbyterian Church in Hyde Park, which is a part of Tampa, Florida. I met a guy today that I'm surprised I'd never met him before. He's been around the same places I've been. I had to have seen him before, but we just hadn't had the opportunity to talk until today, and I'm glad that we met. I walked with him. God, it is hot, man. I mean, the sun is baking. You can tell. I mean, it's got to be like 90 degrees. And it is humid because of all the rain we've had. And, I mean, it is hot. Anyway, so we walked from downtown, the other side of downtown, over here to Hyde Park because he has some paperwork that he had found when he was filing his paperwork for a trespass that he had gotten. Which he'll tell us a little bit about that and some things that he learned about that. But I chose this spot to do this video for a reason. If you look behind me, here's a building. This building that's behind me is vacant. It's not being used. It is the property of Holy Trinity Presbyterian Church, and it used to be used by the Boy Scouts. Now, for some reason, the Boy Scouts are not using this building anymore. It's vacant. It just sits here. I have a use for this building, and I think it would be a good use. I'll tell you a little bit about that when we go at the end of the video. So we're going to walk over here, and we're going to speak with this man and learn a little bit about him and what's going on in his battle with homelessness. So let's go. Hey, brother.
What's up, man?
What's going on? What's your name?
Donald Mego, M-E-G-O.
And we have something in common. I recognized it when you were talking. I was like, hey, what part of Pittsburgh are you from?
That's right.
And that Pittsburghese, you never lose it.
Right.
Okay, how long have you been here in Tampa, Donald?
Since 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
And how long have you been homeless?
Now 2 years.
2 years in Tampa?
Yes, this area right here in Hyde Park.
Have you ever been homeless anywhere else?
No, just here.
No, just here.
Yeah.
And since you came here, you've tried to seek out resources and stuff to get help to possibly get off the street.
Exactly. And I was more or less just put aside on a back burner. I've heard stuff, but never seen any action.
Yeah. What kind of places have you went to?
Well, for instance, like these churches, I've helped in return to get help.
Yeah, you even volunteer. Every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
The feeding, you dishwash.
Dishwash 4 to 6 hours.
And you give back.
Yeah. The other church up here, the Methodist, I carry stuff in on Sunday.
It's Hyde Park Methodist for the morning breakfast.
Yeah, so I'll help them.
And there's over 200 people show up every Sunday for that.
Yeah, I'll carry. It's nothing to carry 125 pound of produce in. Fruits and that.
It's just paying back a little, which it's not really common to find somebody that's living the homeless situation that actually puts a hand in and decides to help, to give back.
Yeah, and not that I'm looking for a pat on the back, but I was found unresponsive down here at a park.
You told me about that.
Yes, and it was Tampa Fire Rescue. They went out of their way. They even told me how to get coverage to pay the hospital, to pay them, which only took an hour of my time, and I paid them. I seen it, everybody got paid, over $60,000,
wow.
With my hospital stay.
Tell me a little bit more about that. Now, you said they found you unresponsive.
Yeah, my blood pressure.
So were you still alive?
Yes, but I just couldn't respond, because at the time I was on a temporary disability, because doctors wanted me to sign up for Social Security benefits, because my liver's bad, and my blood pressure was extremely level 2, completely off the charts, in stroke zone.
Right.
Well, they had taken me, they know the difference between the hitchhikers, the possums, people that use them, but they treat everybody so good. Alcoholism. These Tampa would be crippled without them. So I had run into a little bit of money, and it bothered me and bothered me and bothered me. I asked how many were out there at number 2 station, I believe, out there by Willow and Kennedy.
Yeah.
And I took $65 worth of steaks and baked potatoes out and give it to them, because they do their own cooking. They're not like the police. They don't go to Hattrick's. They don't go to Hooters and have their hour lunch. So I think that they deserved it, and I was more appreciative.
Yeah, I know a fireman, and he's told me how they they pitch in betweenst them.
And they cook.
And a lot of people believe that that's money that's paid for by the county or by the state.
No,
and it's not. It's out of their own pocket.
That's why I, in return, and I felt good about doing it. And they were so appreciative. They couldn't believe it. That somebody, they know I'm from the street.
So you took money out. Now, how did you earn that money?
Oh, I had money coming from family and stuff, and I didn't be selfish.
Maybe help every once in a while from people that reach out to you that know you. Maybe there are people out there.
Some friends.
You don't even have to ask for it. I know. The people that are good, the people that are out there that know it and know the person and try to help.
That's exactly what I'm
going
to give you this paperwork here. And it's exactly what this is about. It's a defendant's motion to dismiss city.
Now, before that, real quick,
yeah,
I want to go a little bit more on what you did for these firemen that saved your life. You, on your own, went to the Publix grocery store.
No, I went out here to Walmart.
To Walmart.
Yeah, and I bought family packs of steaks, baked potatoes, portofino, portobello mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
And I hooked them up, and I went back and I said, slice these potatoes, put the bacon in it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, is this how we do it?
So they made it up for you.
I gave them the stuff. And they said, well, how do we do this? And they said, because we do cooking. And they put it together. There were 6 of them. I went to the manager at the store, and he said...
So the store put it together for you?
No, I bought it, and I put it together.
Okay.
But I asked in return if the manager would meet me halfway.
Okay,
So in return, what he did was he gave me his card, wrote his name and how to get in contact with him online, and he would help them if they wanted to go out.
So the manager wasn't willing to give you a discount or meet you halfway. However, he did give you a card to tell them
if you want to do
they can
business,
get a discount.
come out here
Right.
and you guys can have a discount.
So possibly he may have not believed what you were saying or didn't trust that you were doing that.
It's a possibility.
And
but he did give me his information.
Right.
Where they get online, and he wrote it on the receipt and stuff, and I gave it to them, so that if they choose to shop there.
So now, when you got the stuff from the Walmart and you went to the fire department, how did you get there? How did you take it?
I was walking.
You walked. So you walked all the way from the Walmart by the highway, all the way to where the fire department is to out of your, because you appreciated what they did for you.
Yeah. It bothered me. I just wanted to do something because I would see these police going to these Hooters and stuff and hassling people, and here they are. They will not drive by if they see somebody laying down. They will go wake you up. They'll make sure you're responsible. They'll do anything.
That's the fire department.
Fire department.
Not the police department.
Not the police.
The police department,
No.
I've seen instances they just walk past and ignore the people.
Yeah, and they act like they don't want involved. And they will not hassle you, these police, I've noticed. I told you earlier we were talking that I've been ID'd 36 times in 1 year for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, when I went to fire rescue, they came to me. They took me over there to the hospital, told the whole story, and made sure I got medicine, month supply, and told me how to get paid. And I gave 1 hour of my time is all I had to do for everybody to be covered.
Now, when you took the stuff to the fire department,
yes.
How did they? Of course, they appreciated it.
I knocked at the door, and one man come up, and I said, "I don't know if you remember me, but how many people work here?" And I refreshed their memory on why I was doing it, and they were so thankful. It wasn't phony. They really said, "Yeah, we got our own grill. We do all our cooking here."
Right.
And they just couldn't believe it. And I'm there. This is a small thing. I said, again, I repeat.
Do you see any of these guys from time to time?
I ran into them in Publix. And they're there, you're that guy that brought it out. And they said, wow, it was really good. Thank you. And thank you how you told us how to prepare it.
Right.
And we really appreciate it. I said, well, again.
Okay, so it was the firemen you told how to put the food together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I had thought earlier that you were saying the Publix did it.
No.
Okay.
The firemen put it together. I told them how to make this. It's a northern thing, how we do it at roast. And they put it together, and they said it was fantastic. Thank you. And I said, well, that's the least I could do. I mean, it only took plus an hour of my time. I was indigent. I didn't have an address, and everybody got paid, and I was happy, and I felt good about doing it. You know what I mean?
And you're still alive. So
and I'm still alive. And they were there the whole time. I couldn't even talk to them. I couldn't answer them. That's how sick I was. I fell out on a sidewalk. And at first they thought it was maybe drugs or alcohol. But when they done the toxic screening, there was nothing in my system.
Yeah.
You know, but then they found out.
Now on to the paperwork that you found here.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell me a little bit about what that paperwork is and why it's important to you.
Well, I think that I found this. I was trespassed over the DOT while it was raining underneath.
Under the overpass.
Over the overpass. It was Solomon.
Okay.
And it was raining, and that's the reason I was there. And they told me not to come back. Okay. And which I did return. I was on my way to this church on a Thursday, and I did return underneath there. Well, come to find out that that's a city sidewalk, and they cannot. It's in federal court right now. If you check, they cannot trespass you because it interferes with your transportation. You wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
Because you cross underneath.
You have to. Okay.
Right.
Now again, the police would say, "Well, I probably wouldn't bother you if you were walking," but I said I am still breaking the law. That's why it is in federal court now.
Trespassing is trespassing. Doesn't
right.
matter.
It doesn't
right.
matter. You're underneath it, whether you're in motion or not. You're forbidden to be there.
Right.
Now, they said, "Well, we're going to overlook you walking by." Well, this is why it's in federal court. So the probation or public defender's office told me if they ever do this again, just say it's documented that you are you are trespassed on underneath or on public DOT property,
right?
And it will be thrown out and you get to go home.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Anchor, down by the convention center is Anchor Park. There's benches right underneath, which a police officer told me the other day, "Aren't you trespassing park?" I said,
and those
no.
are probably city benches.
But still, it's contradicting. They said, this is DOT, but since it's a park, we're not going to rearrest you. They said, we're going to let you here because they are benches under here.
Okay.
So which is it? Is it, they're contradicting. Is this the city? And
so that paperwork that you found there
yes.
is
I found it when I was in the jail for this trespassing, which I did 30 days on a first-time offense on just trespassing.
and you've held on to that paperwork.
Yeah,
I see it's not even wet.
I found this, and I hope somebody does something for it. It's the state
Yeah,
of...
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look over it, and I'm gonna share it with people. And from what it looks like to me, it says that paperwork that the panhandling
is legal.
Is
There's
legal,
no ordinance
and
against it.
Right, that it's federally protected.
The state of Florida versus Gary Stephen Lloyd.
Yeah, you don't have to read the whole thing right now.
Okay, but all I'm saying is the case number's here.
What's the case number? Read that.
The case number is 13CM01427A.
Okay, I'm going to try to look up that case number and put a link in the description below to where people can click on that and look at this case. Okay, go ahead.
Now this is the headline of it. Now it's defendant's motion to dismiss City of Tampa Ordinance number 25-173 IS that it's proven unconstitutional.
Okay.
Okay, and it's right here. The whole thing here, the man beat it. And basically what I gather from it is we have a mayor, Mr. Buckhorn, that tells his officers he does not want it, it's illegal, to go ahead, and these people are getting arrested. The jails are being, staying full with these people. That this ordinance is, it's not even an ordinance. It's the verbal. A new mayor comes in and says, arrest these people, and they're not doing nothing. They're just standing there with a sign. You can give them money, or you can look the other way.
Oh.
Now they're not being aggressive, but this it's all here.
Yeah.
If people
like I said, I'm going to take that. I'm going to look through it. I'm going to try to find links to that online where the people that watch the video can look at it themselves and see what they make of it. Now, the video is getting a little long here. I'm going to cut it a little short. I want to get into what we were talking about the need for a place for showers and the change into clean clothing and stuff like that. Where do you go? What do you do?
I go to secluded places where there's public water. Even Davis Island has a
little shower
down on the beach.
Yeah.
But because like a police, we call him Captain Kurt, as it even said, I would rather see people getting clean and then coming into a restaurant where I got to sit. These people don't want to be dirty.
But as for the need for a place,
it's absolutely
to go to where people can go and put on some clean clothing, take a shower, you know, at the minimum 5 days a week if they want to.
It's necessary. This is how it's disease control. There's MRSA, staph that can be spread from people that can't help themselves.
Right.
And you know, these
how much of a advantage would that be? How much would that help you to have a place where you can go into, pick some clean clothes off of a rack, take a shower, put them on,
or even wash my clothes. I keep my clothes. I don't throw them around. When somebody gives me, I appreciate them.
Yeah, a lot of people do wear them, throw them on the ground and stuff.
Some people, if they had a place to go do them, and you know, say they were
But even if it's not a place where you go do laundry, just a place where you can
clean, it's
go
100%.
And pick some clothes off of a rack
and put clean clothes on.
Take a shower and put the clothes on.
100%. It's a shame that you see people walking around with their head down because they don't feel like part of society. When I've done it, and a person came up to me and said, pick your head up. You don't walk around. You're a human being. Just because you ain't got the facilities and maybe down on your luck that these other people got, you always walk with your head up. And someday there will be something somewhere, you know.
If you have the opportunity right now to look into the camera here and tell people that are watching this video and send a message to people, what would you say to people right now?
I'd tell them, I'd say...
You are telling them.
This is a perfect place, a building like this, to where at least could come and shower. Just take a shower and possibly use a wash machine. It would be that would be 100% better in your life. For hygienes, you know, you rest better. You know, you're a human being. You're not an animal.
How can people go out and make a change in their areas wherever they're at to help people?
How?
Yeah. What could people do wherever they're at? Not just here in Tampa, anywhere in the world. What could they do to go out and help somebody that needs help?
Well, here's what I understand. There is a man that has money that he's publishing in a newspaper, that you can get the newspaper and sell it 7 days a week.
No, I know about that. Right, you have to go and stay over there. But that's the homeless voice. I'm aware of that. But this is what you're telling people right now, what they can do to go and help people that are in their area.
What can these people do to help people like
that are
me?
Watching right now? Anybody?
Could they
when they're walking down the street or they see somebody in their neighborhood that they know, they've seen them for a while, or they've even talked to them, how can they reach out to help that person?
Could they petition to get a place for? There's got to be funding.
Well, that would help, but not even just that. Just in general, how could somebody reach out to help the person that they see in front of them?
If they could afford.
Say hello, talk.
You
know, just simple things that can.
Would you like a coffee?
Right.
You know, make them feel like society instead of running them off of a corner and saying, look, it's a homeless person. You know, these people like me and we realize we're down on our luck and it can happen to anybody. Some of these low-paid workers in these parks and that say they're only a paycheck away from being homeless.
Yeah.
So, again, I picked this up.
Okay, I got the video's getting a little long here. It's 18 minutes. A lot of people don't watch videos that long. But I'm going to end it right now, and I'm going to come back to me. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for talking to the people and sending a message. And now, back what I want to say about the building. Like the building that's behind me. It's empty. I'm not sure how long it's been empty. It belongs to the church, Holy Trinity Presbyterian Church, that's right here in Tampa. And this would be an excellent little facility. Not a place where people sleep, not a place where people hang out all day, but just a place where people can stop into, take a shower, put on some clean clothes, and do a little paperwork out of a little plastic storage bin that would have their name on it, you know, and get a little help, a little dignity. The people that are out there struggling and fighting and trying to get their life back together. Tampa needs something like that. Metropolitan Ministries seems to not understand. You know, Hyde Park Methodist Church, they have a building there. It's only like a block away from here, and they're not doing it. Now, I don't want to put these places down. I don't want to kick them. But what I want to tell them in Tampa Hillsborough Homeless Initiative, you know, there's not enough that they're doing. The housing will help, but there's got to be something in between, something to help these people while they're transitioning from the street, and to recognize the people that want to transition and need the help so they can actually help. I'm going to put links in the description below. I'm going to try to find a link to that ordinance that he has, the case, and put it there so people can click on it. I'm going to put some information, some telephone numbers and stuff, maybe the email address for Holy Trinity, and phone number so you can call and try to show the interest that this building could be used for that. Even if it's just for a year, just to show that it's needed. Because this community needs it, the people need it. Thank you for watching. Please share this video. Comment below, comment on YouTube, not only on Facebook if you see it on Facebook, and share it and send more people out to follow homelesslivesmatter.org. Follow that page and share it, because I'm trying to do a lot of things here, and I need you. I need the support. I need people to share it, and more people to come along and to share the stories from your area also. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.